because we're all about running water uphill.
You're now watching the 2025 season of Farming with Duffy Ag.
Welcome back to the channel. So previously we mowed around things, we've been hauling manure, we've been running around. We got all sorts of projects. So we acquired these culverts here. The two big ones are going to go out back and replace the concrete ones that are out there so we can make it wider and lower. We're going to need an excavator for that. Granted, two of these small ones, they're 20 footers, I believe. This one's a little short, just a little bit shorter. But we're gonna go throw these out in the field, in between the two fields out there, so that we can go back and forth. Of course, my phone's ringing again. I don't know what number that is. Not a clue. But alrighty, we got the forks on the 27. I'm just gonna pick them up from the end. I hope they sit nicely, and I'll drive them up there. Just noticed this one has a big slit out of it where they did something, so we won't be taking this one, but we got another one sitting there that's full length, so we got two short sections or whatnot. I'm not sure what they did there. When you're out there in the elements working all day and all night in environments like this, as we cut concrete curbs, you need the best work boot. Brunt work boots are my work boots of choice and have been so for 4+ years. So these bad boys hold up unbelievably, and they are so comfortable. I got a clean pair to show you guys the sleek look. Yeah, waterproof with barnyard resistant leather and slip resistant, because yeah, not every day is a cakewalk. If you want the best bang for your buck, check out Brunt boots. You will not be disappointed in both the quality and the value and how comfortable they are. And Brunt is so confident that you will love their product that you can try it on the job, and if you don't absolutely love it, send it back. The big thing for me is how comfortable they are day one. They come out of the box, you throw them on, your feet are absolutely comfortable. You guys know what's up. Thanks to Brunt for being the partner of today's video, and if you want $10 off your first order, hit the link down below and use my code DuffyAg10. Now back to the content. Sunflower update. We had a ton of sunflowers right up through here. Only one made it. Freaking deer. Yeah, we got a little bit of fill up there, but we don't have that much fill around here, so we got to bring some in. But I figured we'd get them set and see exactly how we're gonna look. We'll get them close because we gotta. Yeah, and we're remembering bell end up front or uphill, because we're all about running water uphill. So we dug these last year, and there's not a ton of water that comes through here, but when there is, there's a lot of water. Yeah, this is for convenience. So leaving this field on my left and pulling out onto the road is very challenging, especially if it's during winter and it's loaded the buggy, and then there's no real good spot to, if we're offloading and everything else. Along with planter, we got to leave this field, go up there. Combine, you got to leave with the big head, and once we do soybeans on these fields, that means we got to take the head off to go from this field to that field. So efficiency, and these didn't cost us anything. So at the end of the day, I think we're in an okay spot. Before we throw the bucket on, I figure we'll do a little bit of fork work. Saddle tanks can go upstairs. Planter can get out of the way, but we're gonna throw a tractor on that, pull that up. It's been sitting there long enough. And I'll just put a little more bedding in with the cows. They're eating it a little bit because they're short on pasture, which is kind of the thought. And letting the rest of the plenty of mediocre hay, so I want to use it up so we can have our storage factory. Yeah, this isn't very good stuff. It's the seeding stuff that got by us. I believe this is still last year's, so using that up isn't the worst thing. How we doing, Michael? What's up, Reba? So where we're at, the steers, all 3 steers will be leaving shortly. We actually have a buyer. Makes for a small world. The buyer is coming, I think, tomorrow. He's going to look at them, and then long term that creates us having a market, a very good market, and somebody that wants to work with us. So we will keep growing. Swiss was in heat the other day, so that was good. Their next heats, they're both going to get bred. Biscuit is not ready yet, probably 2 months. Damascus, you're going to be leaving us. And the minis are due to calf. So I am working on side. We do have to cut the panels or the curbing, and got that lined up, so we're going to do that shortly. A lot going on. Honestly, the fact that we're not running manure truck today, we didn't run manure truck yesterday, does give me some ability to get ahead here on little projects that make a big difference. But I'll bed them down before I take the forks off. You guys out to pasture? Come on. So last time I bed them. They broke it up some, but I'll give them a little bit more. And why are the steers leaving? Because they're of that age. And Reba's leaving us because she's a problem breeder, and we're replacing her with some other animals, which will be really good. And the minis are just here because they were priced right. And the calves, somebody already asked me if I'm not interested in the calves, they'll buy them. So the calves bring top dollar. Come on, go out on pasture. The minis are so wide. Come on. Really? This is why I need a horse. I could play Yellowstone. Come on, let's go. Come on. It's a beautiful day and you guys are sitting here. We did put some fly spray on them. I think we got to go to the ear tag fly protection, I guess it would be. Come on. Come on, let's go. And I'm just kicking them out so they don't escape while I do this. Come on. And of course they're gonna come in here and just eat it, which isn't the worst thing. They thought they were switching to this pasture, which they will be, but not yet. You guys got a couple more days up there. Pretty good, Reba? Okay, Ham. Alrighty, let's move the corn planter out of the way. It's been there for a while. All of these bales have to get broken up and spread. There were junky bales that got left out for bedding, and they've just turned into junk. I don't know what they did with this pipe, but clearly they had a plan for it. They cut it open, but we can use a section off it and go onto this one. Still got uses, and like I said, these showed up here, so I appreciate them. I don't know what else is showing up, but things are moving. So now that we got planter out of the way, which should have been out of the way a long time ago, we will open that door. I'll bring the hose up. This is really a two-person job, but we'll make it work. And we'll get the tanks upstairs since we don't need them till next spring. Well, hopefully this year coming up, we'll have the planter ready ahead of time. I know we've been behind on a lot of it, and I'm getting better at being prepared. They're mad that I put them outside and then didn't actually switch their pastures, but we'll go upstairs there. Okay, yeah, we still haven't cleaned up here, and I don't plan on actually doing that. People always say put bales up here. There's no way to get bales up and out of here. Yeah, and honestly, what's up here is actually insulating down below to some degree. So as we have more animals in the barn, hopefully winter stays a whole lot better. I've never noticed that ratchet strap there. Those two started moving apart. Huh. But they got them cabled, so it's holding it. And then they got all sorts of other stuff embraced. So that's why putting a lot of money into this place isn't a huge on my list. What we're doing with the stalls and pens is really not that expensive. We bought those, what are we, $900 into material now. We're gonna go get a concrete cutter, cut them. We'll probably have the most in metal and into gates, which we could pull the gates out and put them in something else if we ever do. But yeah, they used to have the basketball hoop up here. Almost forgot why I was up here. Just rambling. See if that stays. That's the two-person job, because see, stay. Wind blows it back. As far as the bees, I don't actually think they came back this year. They're not in the same nest. I don't know how bees work, but yeah, the nest fell down, so we're good. Door shut and don't do that. Can't really see much. Oh, what did I hit? go up there and move the other one, and I should be able to slide that one in. Yeah, we'll make this work somehow. Okay, now I gotta get the tractor out of the way to shut the door. We got some more dump from the county. We got some more dump from the town. Robert is digging ditches right now. I think they got a load coming to me shortly. But I'll get this one pushed out of the way. The next ones are going somewhere else, so. We are widening the driveway, slowly but surely. We've made a lot of progress in the last 2 years. highway department bringing me ditch diggings for our culvert project. They've been dumping it on the road too. So between the highway, Robert's loading them, and he called me this morning, and he's like, or yesterday morning, he was like, "You want more?" And I was like, "Sure." Yep, so here's our sunflowers that are gone. We got one sunflower. Ooh, we might get a second one if the deer don't mess with it. There's one down there. There's one there. This will be good. This will get most of it. And then we'll probably get some rock at the beginning, some crusher run or something. We got another load coming too, so. But I'll just bucket it down. We don't have a better way of really doing it. This is pretty nice stuff, honestly. Daryl is here with another one. So I haven't finished up cleaning this one, but he'll dump another one and great. Just need a little bit more material and some finishing touches. Got it somewhat leveled out here, so got 3 dump truck loads plus what I had around. Looks halfway decent for what we're working with. Would love better material as far as stuff that I got, but yeah, probably get some rocks, run around here so it doesn't wash away. But otherwise, we have 40 foot of access across now, well, 38 and some change or whatnot, to go from this corn to that corn. So next year when we have beans out here, I'm pretty sure is my plan, then I don't have to take the head off. Grain buggy doesn't have to go up and onto the road because that's very steep. I didn't put it right up at the beginning because this corner gets wet. There's a spring that runs down through, so I didn't want to do that. But overall, we got one more culvert to do, and like I was saying, it's the one out back that we fixed up, but it's not wide enough, and we're going to put that big section through it. But our corn is kicking along here. We need a bunch more heat to actually get it all the way, but it's looking pretty healthy. This stuff was planted later, so yeah, really hoping that we have heat all September and it will finish out. If not, alrighty, I'll go back up to the house, wrap up my day. That took longer. We did get the steers sold, so they will be leaving us shortly here, next couple of weeks, he said. But they are, yeah, they're gonna go get made into hamburgers. It's the nature of it. They're older, and as he said, that's yeah, I'm gonna miss them, but that is part of the business. Well, we got that culvert set. The next ones on the list are these 2 big ones. They're gonna slide together, and then we'll have access across out back for our lifetime as far as any implement of the size that we're running. Get the combine across free and clear, and everything will be good. But appreciate you guys watching along. Don't forget, duffyag.com. Merch is live right now till the 13th. Get your order in. That way you get it by, well, that way you have it for Christmas time. Because we're not doing another order in between now and Christmas. We just get too busy in the fall. And then everybody's backed up. But appreciate you guys. Little culvert work. Getting the place cleaned up. Cows are happy. And see you guys on the next one. Have a good one.